we really like to party together.
Yeah.
But when we party, we always sing together, and so it just made a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I think I've always loved singing with Emmy. I just want to tell you something. I've always loved singing with you. I've always loved singing with you. No, but it's just been one of those things where, you know, I think in life you find people sometimes who just kind of have the same rhythmic, melodic sensibility as you. It's actually quite rare.
Like we can anticipate each other's phrasing, and also I feel like our registers really complement each other. Like my harmony just sits very, very well on top of it, and neither of us are straining.
It feels really good. Singing with Emmy for me is the closest I've felt to singing with my sister when I was learning to sing harmonies, or singing with my...
You never said that. That's so great.
I really mean it. It's like it just locks in a way that only kind of usually relatives can do it because you've done it for so long. And I think, so at the first kind of inkling of a chance to do something together, it made a lot of sense.
It's going to be great. No, we're very excited. Yeah, it kind of just happened by accident, really, because this little festival, one of our favourite festivals in WA, Nanup Festival, they thought, oh, why don't, they were sick of booking our bands because they book us all the time, so they said, why don't you just do a solo thing together? And we were quite daunted by that, and then we kind of talked about it and said, let's just do it and just see what we come up with. And we had a week together, like workshopping, and we kind of came up with this thing. This song is it's a true story that happened to a friend of mine, and she told it to me. She came over to my house and she told me the story, and then a few days later Dan and I were doing some object writing, which is where you have just like a word or an object and you spend 10 minutes or 20 minutes writing about it, just free writing. And and in this story that my friend told me, there was quite a pivotal moment in the story where it mentioned a blossom tree, and the first object that you texted me to write about was cherry blossom. So I wrote about this story, and when I got to Fremantle to start workshopping and writing songs with Dan, I thought, hey, let's try and write a song about this story, and it just came. It was quick.
It was like quick labour, quick birth.
Yeah.
No stitches.
It was amazing.
Calm birth.
We just breathed it out.
We just breathed that shit out. It was amazing. But I think the way it feeds into the broken songs idea is, in this particular story, it is a potential heartbreak story. You know, this guy, you know, an old flame calls a lover over. He's being awesome and amazing, and they have an incredible night together. But it's a fleeting moment, and when she goes back to revisit it, everything's changed, and you know there's no longer blossoms on the tree. But instead of her going, damn you, and that's terrible, and how could you do that to me, she's like, that's just the nature of what we've got, and she moves on. And I think it comes and goes. So it's like,
it's great when it's there, and
when it's not, it's not. You know, sometimes the tree flowers and sometimes it doesn't, and when it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's rare. I mean, I don't know many women who can like be so awesomely like evolved about that kind of stuff.
She's totally.
So here's to evolved broken souls.
Here's a song that we wouldn't have lived.
No,
we just had to
but we get to sing it about someone else. If that had been me, I'd have been like,
fuck
the last verse would have been a bit more like, came round to see ya with my bazooka, and I took your caravan down. But that's not the song that we wrote. We wrote about someone else.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, it's called, what's it called?
Peach tree blossoms.
When the peach tree blossoms. Yeah.
Okay, so I suppose I'll just play a little while first, and then we'll come in together, or should we just sing?
We'll know.
Okay, so
we'll look at each other.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Ready?
Australiana. Got me?
Gotcha. Look at that.
Oh, nice. They're everywhere.
They really are.
Right.
Let's get out of here. One.
Yeah.
It's back. Okay. Felt like I had a mug in my nose. Okay. 2.
when the peach tree blossoms. I'll be your lover when the branches are bare. I'll know not to bother when the peach tree blossoms. I'll be your lover when the branches are bare. I'll know not to bother. You called me on a Tuesday night. You sounded sweeter than last time I seen ya. You promised me newborn bunnies. I put blush on my doubts and I called me a cab. Ooh, ooh, when the peach tree blossoms, I'll be your lover when the branches are bare. I'll know not to bother when the peach tree blossoms. I'll be your lover when the branches are bare. I'll know not to bother. You lived in a caravan at the back of your uncle's house. As we lay on the bed, you opened up the roof. The peach tree was heavy with blossoms. As the wind blew, it fell like snow. When the peach tree blossoms, I'll be your lover when the branches are bare. I'll know not to bother when the peach tree blossoms. I'll be your lover when the branches are bare. I'll know not to bother. Those flowers fell like snow, like a wedding, as you took off my clothes. Those petals fell like snow, like a parade, from my head to my toes. I came round to see ya about a week since the last time I seen ya. The blossoms and the bunnies had all run away. You were distracted and unkind, but honey, I just let it fly. 'Cause when the peach tree blossoms, I'll be your lover when the branches are bare. I'll know not to bother when the peach tree blossoms. I'll be your lover when the branches are bare. I'll know not to bother. I'll know not to bother. I'll know not to bother.
Cool.
It's really great, isn't it?
Cool.
Good job.
Great.
That was great.